section, we're going to be looking at types of data analytics. Okay, the first one is we have what you call descriptive analytics. We have what you call diagnostic analytics. We have what you call predictive analytics. And then we have what you call prescriptive analytics. So these are the 4 different types of data analytics that we have. Every data analyst will work from this to this, and then from this to this, and then from this to this. It's a process, and this will be at the back of your mind whenever you are working. Let's expatiate on them and talk about starting from descriptive analytics. This is the foundation of all data insights. Descriptive analytics answer the question, what happened? Take note of that and put it at the back of your mind. Okay? And how does it do that?
Okay.
It uses the past data. That means if you don't have a record of data, there is no way. Are you getting me now? You can be able to perform what you call descriptive analytics. You can't, because it uses the past data, summarizing the past data. Okay, that's what it does. It's summarizing the past data. So descriptive analytics uses the past data to understand what has already happened. Because it's from the past data that you can be able to answer the question of what happened. That is where you can summarize the past data and know what exactly happened. For example, now, if you want to look at sales report for any organization, you're going to ask for their book. Can I have all your sales record? Now, when you now look at it, it will help you to be able to describe the sales performance over time, either by product they are selling or by the region where they are selling in. What happened to the sales record as a result of that data that you have access to? Now, from there, diagnostics now take up. After asking the main question of what happened based on the past data you are working on, you might want to dive deeper and ask, why did it happen? Can you see now? This one now you are diagnosing the problem. Okay? Why did it happen? It helps you to understand the reason behind, maybe the customer dropping in the business, the sales record dropping. Why did it happen? The first question has helped you to know what happened. We have a sales drop in the second quarter of the year for a particular business. That is the first one. You look at their data, and from the data that you have, you look at the sales record, maybe the first, second, or fourth quarter, and then you could see that is the first one. Descriptive analytics. What happened? There was a drop in the sales. There was a drop in the subscriber. There was a drop in something. That is what happened. Now, you want to take the next step. Why did we have the sales drop? That is what diagnostic analytics is all about. Next to that, predictive analytics. After you ask the question,
So
happen?
let me ask you. Sorry, sir. Sorry to cut you.
No problem.
If I want to be questioning, I want to be asking those questions.
Yeah.
Am I going to be asking based on the data they give to me?
Exactly. You are asking the data.
Okay.
At the back of your mind, that's what you are looking for in the data. You are not asking anybody.
Okay.
This question is between you and the data in front of you. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. I always like to use a personal example because if you can understand it on a personal basis, you will understand it on a larger scale. Let's assume that you have your own data. You discover what's going on. Maybe it could be a personal business, it could be a finance or whatever. You know what happened. At the end of the month, guy, my salary, they reach 24 of the month again, it don't finish. That is what happened. The question is that why did it happen? Now you want to try to find out why is it that the employee could no longer, have In fact, it's a project you can take up. You can do an analysis. Maybe you just decide to do a survey of different organizations. It could be a personal project, which you can actually make as part of your project as a dashboard. You investigated a particular industry where people complain, what happened? Salary not up to the 30th of the month. The question now is, you are asking the data, why did it happen? You now have to dig deeper on the data to be able to know about why that is happening. Okay? So, and that also in most cases has to be interrogating the stakeholder as well. Okay, because the data alone might not be sufficient for you to be able to answer that question. Why did it happen? Could it be that the salesperson that we posted there is not equipped enough? Okay. Could it be that the weather in that region, it is when you are asking that question, because, if you ask question, you will get an answer. That's how life is. If that question is in your mind, you are querying the data with that question, your brain will be going to different thing, aspect of that data, comparing it with other region that did well. Could it be because, we're in a rainy season? Rainy season, usually we do have, now you are trying to get an answer to why did it happen. Could it be because the cost of things in the market now, and people are no longer trying to buy? When it helps the business to now, okay, now things are expensive. People are not traveling by air again. Somebody who has an airline can ask, okay, what can we do in order not to lose the people? We still want to get from them. Can we float another business? Can we do this? Can we do that? That's where those questions will be coming from. But if you are not able to ask the question, why did it happen? There's no way you can get an insight that you are looking for from the data. So the next one has to be predictive analytics. That's the third in the stage. Now, predictive analytics attempt to answer the question, what is likely to happen? Because you have already, what happened? Why did it happen? When you know why it happened, you can tell them, I am sorry, though predictive analytics is a probability. So let me say that I made it clear now. It's a likelihood that come August 2026, the cost of rice is going to be double, or the cost is going to be the same. Okay? You are trying to predict what will happen based on what you have find out that happened. And it's not your fault. It's based on why did it happen. Then that one can now tell you what is likely to happen. So you know what is, you can predict that if you continue like this, till the next 5 years, you are not going to be able to save money to get married. You're not going to be able to save money to buy a car. You're not going to be able to save money. If you continue like this, you can now say what is likely to happen. So that is what predictive analytics is all about. So this actually predicts what is likely to happen in the future. Don't forget what I said. I said this is a probability. It is based on the past pattern, based on the past trend, based on the past data you have analyzed, you can now predict. So this is where predictive model comes in with data science, where people are now building a machine. As a matter of fact, that's where the AI also come on board.
Sorry, predict from what you have accessed from the data that has happened before.
Yes, exactly. Not from our spiritual realm. It's not from spiritual realm. So that's why it's a data analyst. You don't work from your head. You work with data. And you have your confidence. However, you let it, this is a probability. There's still a probability. Probability is not 100% certain. Because there could be force majeure. There could be some other forces. But in most cases, prediction is usually, that's why you see government can come up and predict. That's why you see businessmen could come up, or economists could predict about the economy. They could predict about what the dollar to naira will be. It's not from any whatever. It's all indices. The indices has to do with the data they have based on what they are. Some people work about 20 years to data. Some pick 10 years today just to study it. Especially if you are working for a business. In your industry, you want to go deeper, to go and look at what happened 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago. That can help you to be able to now say, okay, in the next 5 years, in the next 10 years, you can predict for that business. This is the direction. These are the 10 people will be buying. Don't let us produce, maybe this bigger size of item. Let's break it down. This is what people are doing all their life, making a research on the data. And the data, when they have it, why did it happen when it happened? They are able to ask the question of diagnostic. When they are able to know why did it happen, they can predict. And that prediction is likely going to be correct, except you change why, which is diagnostic analysis. If that did not change, predictive analysis is going to be, almost correct as a result of that. So this is especially useful as it enables business to plan ahead. It enables business to plan ahead. This particular predictive analytics, it can help a man, it can help a business, whether you're looking at the rent, looking at different aspects of life. By the time you look at the trend, you have the question, why did it happen? And then you'll be able to predict what is likely going to happen in the coming year, right? So then we look at the last one, prescriptive. What I like about this is that you are not only predicting what will happen, predictive analytics is now going to help the business, okay, on certain steps to take in order, if it is a negative trend that you are predicting, what can we do to avert it? You are not a prophet of doom as a data analyst with prescriptive analytics. Because the prophet of doom will tell you that, oh, something will happen. They don't know the solution to it. They won't be able to tell you what to do. But with prescriptive analytics, then you are able to now propose to this company, propose to the organization that, okay, let's take this step. Don't let us go in that direction. And then you are able to escape the economy. In fact, you can be the Joseph of that company by bailing out the company from the economic woe that could have maybe bring the company to a ruin. A lot of organizations today invest in what they are not supposed to invest into because there is no data analyst to help them to dig deeper into that industry they want to go into, to let them know whether it's going to be profitable or it's going to end up at a loss. So prescriptive analysis look at what has happened, why it happened, and what might happen in order to determine what should be done next. So what should I do in order to ensure that what has happened did not repeat itself? Okay? In other words, prescriptive analysis show you how you can best take advantage of the future outcome that has been predicted. We've talked about predictive. You have predicted what will happen. So this is now going to tell you how you can prevent if it's a negative. If it's a positive, how do we take advantage of it? Okay, do we need to buy more item in the stock and stock it? If you already have an item in the stock, based on what is going on, can we go ahead and sell it off so that the market did not catch up with us? All of this happen with prescriptive analytics. You are able to prescribe the step to take. And as a matter of fact, as a data analyst, if you don't get to this point in your analysis of data, you have not done anything. You have not done anything, because what is the whole essence of all the jargon that you come up and tell me at the end of the day? You cannot prescribe, okay, what should we do to avert, or what should we do to take advantage of the market? So this is the bottom line. This is the peak of the insight. This is where you are driving to whenever you are working with the data. This should be at the back of your mind. This is the end goal. This is the end goal. Every analysis you are going to do on a data, you must arrive at this point. Very, very important. So it is applicable to all sector, to all industry whatsoever. What are the rules you can apply for at the end of the day as a data analyst? You can see, you can work as a data analyst, you can be a consultant, you can just be there consulting for different, you can work as a business intelligence analyst, because you'll be able to give the business an insight into direction to go. You can be a business analyst, okay? You can be a financial analyst at the end of the day, and then you can be a marketing analyst. You are analyzing the market and be able to take on, don't go into that market. This is the market we should invest to now. You can be a financial and you can be a business. There are so many rules that goes with just this knowledge of data that you are on right now.